So we start or move on to golden pheasant, stands on one leg, from the Tai Chi 8. And standing on one leg does require a huge amount of weight to go onto that leg. And if you can stand on one leg and put the weight on that leg, let's just practice that. So stand on one leg and put the weight on the leg. That's what happens in Golden Rooster, stands on one leg. So not only do we bring up the leg in the movement, but we also put the weight onto that standing leg. We'll just do a few more practices there. Lift and weight comes down. And generally the toe comes up a bit there rather than down. The toe tries to come up because that gives a nice whoop, that gives a nice stretch within the leg. Like me, if you're lucky and got a wall nearby, that's okay, and a table that side for balancing. If you haven't, then just swing a chair into the space and hopefully that will help you there. So golden pheasant, when we first start, we're at Wuji, and we take our hands up as if air is coming up underneath. You can think of that as the chi, the energy that's within the space, and then bringing it down again before we make our big gestural movement, which is onto the right leg and the rooster settles down. This hand should be just gently, and if you can hold that for a few seconds, if you don't want to keep holding, but keep the weight on your right leg. Back into Uji. Do it on the other side, so let both hands come up on the right hand side and visualise the air just pushing gently up. We push gently back and let the body soften and lower. This time we're going to, all the weight's now on the left side, but we lift the weight up, we make the gesture, and then we let the weight come back down. Golden cockerel stands on one leg. And you can keep that going just for a few more seconds. Keep the weight on the left leg, press down, and then come out and back to Wuji. We'll just do, in our own time, we'll just do a couple more of those. Breathing nice and softly and not necessarily big breaths, just letting our natural breath be gentle. So I guess what we don't want to do is like actually hold our breath for any length of time during the movement. Sometimes when you concentrate on a move, you try to hold your breath. So if you've done that, then just let your breath settle. We go to the right, feel the air coming up underneath your hands. Body comes to full height. Push down gently, and all the weights on the left side will make the gesture. And golden rooster stands on one leg. Put your heel to the ground. Keep the weight on the left leg. Strengthening. So you can hold that with your core muscles if that helps you. Usually it does. Come back. So remembering our core muscles there and drawing on them to finish a pose or a posture like that. So this time we'll think about those core muscles driving the movement. And in in terms of like Qigong, we'll think of the lower dantian being in the core here, and we're using our power to bring something into existence. So our breath and our core, all the weight to the right, bringing up golden rooster, stands on one leg. And you just feel balance going, and just put your heel to the ground. Still golden rooster standing on one leg, taking the weight on that leg from the core. From the core, remember, the core is moving our body, strengthening our body. Do you want to pull in on the core muscles? And let the breath settle. So from golden rooster, golden pheasant, we do kick with heel, but we've done probably enough on the balancing there of the legs. So we'll do Jade Lady next. So from Wuji, we make, do it that way, or is it that way? That way, is it? I've completely forgotten which way it is. Jade Lady. I can't actually remember. Okay, let's do something else that I can remember. Let's do cross hands. I've got that one. So from Wuji, if we go into a slightly wider stance, we can begin cross hands by separating the hands out to the sides, palms down. And then as the body weight slips down, we bring them back and we cross in front of us the left hand over the right hand. And as the body weight comes up, we uncross them and lift up the air. Turn the hands over and brush gently down as the body sinks down. So you can stay in this sunk position if you want to, on the horse, wide stance. If you can, just for a few seconds, oh sorry, right over left, unfurl, press down, and then release your legs if you want to. So that release is up to you when you do that in cross hands. You don't have to actually go down too far, remember, you can just drop and keeping your core strength attached to this movement. Keeping your core strength attached. So the core connects to the thighs there, and starting to feel power in your thighs. We move to the Tai Chi 16, which we have been practicing the middle section from apparent close-up to turning the body to weave the shuttles. And I just want to start adding in the beginning again now. So we're just going to do the first part, and then we're going to skip to apparent close-up, so that we've got a commencing. If you're going to practice, if you're going to demonstrate something, you want a commencing step first, So the first part of the Tai Chi 16 would be the bow. So we begin bow by turning the hands over, palms facing forward, rotating around a globe, bringing the hands together in prayer pose above the head, and then dropping them to chin level and making a gentle bow as we regard all of the people that we practice with in our community. And then from upright, lifting the left heel and stepping into Wuji, we have a commencing point. So we just make one full commencing movement there, and we will then step into the bow stance. So we've skipped a whole bit, but when we're coming to apparent close-up, weight is all forward. As the hands raise, the weight shifts to the back foot. Hands come down as if they're bearing the weight of a ball on them, some weight there. And then tipping back up to full height, turning to the right, we allow the hands to then take all of that pressure down. Weight to the left and scoop as the right hand comes up into the beak. Left heel drops and across the body into single whip. Weight to the left, left hand becomes the lute, right hand plays down the lute as the weight goes down. Bring the body back into Wuji, and we begin by opening to the right. Repulse monkey, lift left leg, half step back, repulse. Opening to the left, right leg, step back. And just rotating your body a little bit as you manage each of those steps. Sliding around. Last set. Left. Right leg. And then back into Wuji. So hopefully you can still see me at the back of the space there. Anti-clockwise with the left arm, anti-clockwise with the right arm. Bring the hands together, shape of a ball. Take the weight to the right because we're going to step to the left. Embellish, half embellish, and push out the shuttles. Let the shuttles return. Come back to Wuji. Clockwise with the right hand, clockwise with the left hand. Take the weight to the left as we step to the right, half embellish, and press the shuttles forwards. Bring the shuttles back and return to Wuji. And that was as far as we got, because the next move is needle through the thread the needle through at the bottom of the sea, but we've decided not to do that. So what we should do the shuttle this way and back to Wuji, what we should do is step back into upright, turn our hands and make the final bow, hands into face, small bow and return, open a book, settle our hands into enclosing the lower dantian, and that would be the end of that sequence. So shall we do that one more time, shall we? Okay, so from the front of your space, bearing in mind that you're going to, I'm just going to go a little bit back because I'm going to step forward there. So from the front of your space, feet together, and relax, breathe into that space. And on the first movement is a turning of the hands, palms facing forward. Rotate around a circle and bring our hands into prayer pose above our head. Draw them down to chin level. Make a soft bow. Return to standing. Open the hands like a book and let them drift down back into Wuji. And then with a lift of the left heel and the hands, we step back, step into Wuji. And our commencing movement. Going to step into O stance and allow our hands to just be forwards. We begin apparent close up, transfer of the weight from front to back, all the weight on the back foot. Transfer the weight back up and turn to the right. Let all the weight go down as the hands move down. Soft beak, weight to the right, weight to the left, dip into grain, draw the grain up to the beak, full height, drop the weight down, drop the heel, single whip, stepping wide to the left, stopping the traffic, weight to the left, bring the right leg in, left hand becomes the loop, right hand strums down the loop, move into Wuji. Open to the right, right hand to ear, left leg up and press down. Open to the left, right leg, left hand, repulse. Continue. At the back of our space, coming to Wuji. Left hand circles round, right hand anti-clockwise, hold the ball. Take the ball to the right, stepping to the left, embellish and press the shuttles forward. Return the shuttles back to Wuji. clockwise right hand, clockwise left hand, close the ball, move the ball and the weight to the left, step to the right, press the shuttles forward, let the shuttles return back to Wuji. Come into upright, turn your palms over, circle ball to prayer pose, bring the hands to chin, gentle bow, and close. Low dantian, and keep your weight low. And you can just stay there for a few minutes, and it's nice to think through the sequence, just let your mind feel that accomplishment. Okay, good. So I think we've got a couple more minutes, and I'd like to do the two hands upholding sky from the Badwajin, just because it's very well known to us, and we can use it as a closing statement, if you like. We can just repeat the movement, taking all of our accomplishments. Some people like to make a note. It helps them to see their progress, and we are humans who work very much on our accomplishments. It doesn't have to be in competition with anybody, but finding a diary or something from a few years ago can be very illuminating, and one way or the other, it can demonstrate to you how easy it is to actually have these accomplishments. They can be as small or as big as you want, and progress day to day is lovely. So we sleep on it, and then we wake with new ambitions each morning, actually. Happy to be creating our best life without competition, except within ourselves, of course, and those accomplishments can lead to other accomplishments, and gradually, day by day, we start to feel more fulfilled. It's easy to rattle through the day and hardly notice what you've done sometimes, but we take great sort of recognition of our accomplishments, be that making somebody a cup of tea, or taking a weed out from the garden, or sitting in the garden watching the weeds, whatever that is. We just try to be mindful of our life, so we're not living a mindless life where we just are on autopilot, and this actually helps our whole being, our mental state and our physical state, it helps our whole being to come into some kind of balance. It's not by just ignoring what we're doing and being in denial of our current state. It's actually using our current state to make new accomplishments. So I hope that you've enjoyed the class today, and we shall be practicing again very soon. And I'll say goodbye and thank you so much for all of the support that I receive, and I am really touched sometimes, well, most times, by that support. So thank you, and we will see how long we can keep it going. Okay guys, bye.